It's just us tonight, just the two of us.
Just the two of us. That's right. Just the two of us. Well, here we are. Tonight is the David Levy and Scott Roberts show, and David is live from Vail, Arizona. I'm here in Arkansas, and I think you can, if you're tuned in here, you're watching us this very early morning here in Central Time Zone. We are without Mr. Christopher Go because he was unfortunately clouded out fairly severely. So, but I have a little video about the Kuiper Belt from NASA, and then David will give a introductory remarks, and this will be a very brief show, but we wanted to be there for you. And I got a couple of images to show you. This first one here is from my daughter, Maria Lagos Soto. And Maria saw her first comet in her life last night, or late evening, and she took a picture of it with her smartphone. And so I wanted to show that. She had never attempted something like this before. And David was pointing out that you can see the anti-tail, which is pointing directly down, like down towards the tree. So you can, I don't know if you can see that in this image, but
I sense it anyway. Yeah.
Okay. So here, let's watch the video, and then we'll go from there. So here we go.
Astronomers have just begun imaging planets around other stars. The technique isn't very advanced yet, and it can't see any planets as small as those in our own solar system. But let's suppose for a moment that alien astronomers are looking at our planetary system. Could they find any evidence that planets existed around the sun, even if they couldn't see the planets themselves? The answer is probably yes. That's because at least one world in our solar system would make its presence known by its effects on a huge cloud of dust at the fringes of the solar system, in a place called the Kuiper Belt. The Kuiper Belt is a kind of cold storage zone out beyond Neptune, occupied by millions of icy bodies, including Pluto. The icy objects in the Kuiper Belt release dust that, from afar, could appear as a hazy disk at infrared wavelengths. New computer models created by NASA scientists, shown here, reveal what dust in the Kuiper Belt might look like to an alien astronomer. Neptune creates the intricate pattern. The massive planet's gravity tugs on the cloud's dust grains, nudging them in their orbits.
Neptune creates a ring structure in the dust cloud which features a gap where the planet itself resides. And this gap should make it fairly easy to tell where Neptune is from afar, even at distances where the planet is too dim to detect directly. The supercomputer simulations that Mark Kushner and I performed also allow us to see what the dust in the solar system may have looked like when the solar system was much younger. In effect, we can go back in time and see how the distant view of the solar system may have changed.
In its youth, the Kuiper Belt contained many more objects and, consequently, lots more dust. In fact, the dust was so thick that the particles themselves often collided.
When we included collisions between dust particles, we were really amazed by what we saw.
Successively younger models of the Kuiper Belt dust cloud show progressively simpler structure, eventually leading to a single narrow ring beyond Neptune's orbit.
Dust collisions change Neptune's gravitational imprint. The gap in the ring structure disappears. The amazing thing is we've already seen ring structures like this around other younger stars, like Fomalhaut. terms of dust, we now know that these other systems may look similar to our young solar system.
Dust around other stars can tell us a lot about possible planets. Just as in our own solar system, it could reveal Neptune.
Well, good morning, everybody.
I'm,
Let me turn off this crazy echo. Here we go. Much better. Well, tonight it's just David Levy and myself. Regretfully, Christopher Go and his team were enormously clouded out, and I don't know if he will be continuing to make trips back up to the mountain above Cebu City, Philippines. But I know Chris, he is someone that he doesn't give up, but today there will be no broadcast from the Philippines. So, I know he's disappointed, but it was fun to be with him over the last couple of nights. And what's your thoughts about being clouded out? I know that we've all experienced it many times, David.
Yes, we certainly have. And it is
Even rained out.
not clouded out in Arizona, in Vail, Arizona, where I was able to get a couple of very out of focus images of.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's see if I can pull those up. Let's see. We've got this shot right here.
Yeah, this is a shot I took, and it seems that I forgot to focus my camera, and I will do a little better tomorrow.
Yeah, but look how bright the comet is and how long the tail goes all the way out of the frame at the top. And then you can see this line coming down, this glow coming down. It comes down quite a ways. And that appears to be the anti-tail. Is that right?
Yes. Yes, it does. It is correct, although I would call it more of an uncle tail.
An uncle tail.
But it seems that the camera caught it better than I was able to see it visually.
Yeah, it's very cool. You'll have to try again with that camera or another camera. A lot of smartphone images are coming in as well. I'll try to collect some of those for the next global star party that we do. And then there's, let's see, is this one right here? Ah, there we go. Here's another one where you can see the comet at the top there, and then the anti-tail goes really far down, like almost to where it looks like it's starting to touch the glow of where the sky still has some glow up there. And so it's really, I think it's a very easy to see comet. When I was out with Mary, we could see the comet and the tail naked eye, and it was like no problem at all. But I'm not sure what the brightness looked like. I think that to me, it looked like the brightness of the head of the comet might have been as bright as maybe like Polaris or something.
Oh, I believe that it might have been. I think if comet was a little brighter than that, I could easily see it with the.
Yes, that's right. That's right. So, well, let's see. I'll just kind of hang out with your nice image here of the comet. Now, what's up? These are just stars up above, right? This is the kind of a trio of stars.
Yeah.
Over here, right? And this glow down here that we're seeing, is that Tucson?
Yes, that is actually, that's just the sunset. This picture was taken when the
Ah,
sky was still pretty bright.
oh, okay, okay, very good, very good. Well, excellent. I'll turn this over to you, David, and you can do your quotation. Let's
Yeah.
see.
I'll do a quotation tonight. It is actually from Macbeth. And I've done this before at the Global Star Party. But the interesting thing about Macbeth is that it shows that Shakespeare lived in a world of time and John Milton in a universe of space. And but it's a little better than that, because in the quotation I'm going to read to you right now, it shows that Macbeth has just given up. He has just started to realize, he's just been informed that his wife is dead.
Hmm.
And he really doesn't know what to say. And I imagine Shakespeare in his study with his laptop is trying to figure out what speech to give Macbeth at this point. And it's kind of like he feels a nudge on his shoulder, and he turns around and he sees God right behind him. And God says, Will, take a break.
Yeah.
Take a break. It is, I got this. I got this. And the quotation is what Macbeth says: she should have died hereafter. There would have been a time for such a word. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in its petty pace from day to day to the last syllable of recorded time. Out, out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour across the stage and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing, signifying everything. And I like to think that with that speech, Shakespeare is anticipating general relativity by 300 years. And it is interesting that he does that. But whether he does anticipate general relativity is not for us to say. But it is a beautiful, magnificent thought that Shakespeare is penning down on this final night of our 158th Global Star Party. And on that note, I will give it back to you, Scotty.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, let me come on with you. Here we are. Yeah, we have only a couple of people watching in the chat right now, but such things teach astronomers. When you get clouded out like this, we had our last Global Star Party was about cloudy nights, and this can happen to all of us. And we talked about things that we reflect on, and things that we do during those times we're not able to get out under the stars. And so, for me, when I'm clouded out, I kind of reflect back on, kind of contemplate still my place in the universe, and it just, I find it to be a reprieve that sometimes is thrust upon me, but on any account, I'm grateful for even the cloudy nights, so. But I think tonight, after so many sleepless nights, trying to chase this comet, able to do it here locally in Arkansas. I had the 2 previous nights, would have been the first 2 nights that I was able to see the comet. I didn't see it very bright. I did see it through clouds and through the haze and stuff. But last night was a real treat because it was so clear. And it can't match David Levy's skies in Vail, Arizona, but still from a urban, site, actually from my apartments, I could definitely see it with the naked eye. So I hope that you're out there checking it out. And if you're so inclined, you can send your images to me. And my email is really easy. It's just the letter S for Scott, but not Scott, just S at explorescientific.com. And I'll be very happy to see your images. And we'll include some of the best of them on the next Global Star Party. Well, that will be it for tonight for me. And David, thank you again, and get some rest.
Yes, and you too. And we'll see you at the next Global Star Party.
Okay.
You
All
decide.
right. All right. Take care. And you guys have a good night. Thanks very much for watching.
I'd like to invite all of you to come to the next Global Star Party. They are run by Scott Roberts of Explore Scientific and me. We co-host this program, and it's usually done on Tuesdays, and usually at 6 o'clock or so Central Time. And I hope to see you all there. My name is David Levy. I hope to see you all at the very next Global Star Party. Thank you.